Captains. This video is going to show you how to enter the scores into the system. This system looks a little different because the lady who put this video together is obviously in the Arizona team, but our interface looks similar. The one thing I do want to point out that she doesn't is make sure that you're signed in as an administrator, and John has sent you your password for that. So again, make sure you're signed into your password, and then the rest will follow. Here we go.
I'm using the Apple test site to demonstrate this because we don't have scoring on our schedules yet. So here I'm going to go over to Team Management and then click on Scores. I'm going to look for my match, so we know it's January 13th between Smashing Men and Picklers. So I look January 13th, Smashing Men and Picklers, and then I click Add. Notice that the website looks very familiar to your paper document. So it's pretty easy to fill it in when you have the paper document sitting beside you. And that's why I did the split screen view like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter these players in. We've got David Bowie on the away team and Ringo Starr. What a great team. And notice when I put them in, the system automatically populated them into the correct locations in the other rounds. So now we're going to put in the home team, which is me, and I got to play with Elton. And then we also got populated down below. So really, you just have to enter the names in once for round one, and then they'll be entered in the rest of the time by the system. Okay, I've got to pay attention here. And then finally, we have all this, and Carlos Santana, what a great team, Sam Sampson, and Sue Smith. Okay, so we did round one, and the system propagated the names throughout. There's only one little gotcha here. If you happen to make a mistake, so let's say I decided not to play at the last minute, and I put in Sue here. Notice that I made that change, but the system did not propagate the change throughout. My name is still here and here. So if you do make a change, you have to manually go change it everywhere. I've actually been bitten by that, and it's a tough one when you screw up like that. Okay, so now we have all of our players for both teams entered into the system exactly like in our score sheet. So now I just go ahead and enter the scores. So we've got 11, and we've got 8, and then we've got 5, and we've got 11. Don't worry, I'm not going to enter in the whole sheet. So now what you could see is the system did the math for you. We got 2 and 3, and it figured out that that's 2 and 3. So now let's talk about this pull-down menu. It's clear that there's a winner here because this 3 is higher than 2. So in that case, we know that my team, Smashing Men, won. So I can go ahead and say Smashing Men. If there was a forfeit, you would do... let's say they forfeited, so we're going to have 11, 0, 11, 0. And in the forfeit, you might not know the player's name, so it's okay to leave that blank. And so this is how you would score a forfeit. System says it's 4-0, which is correct, but you need to say Smashing Men win by forfeit. So here it's just Smashing Men win, but when it's a forfeit, Smashing Men win by forfeit. So now you might want to say, well, what do you do when it's a tie? So let's go ahead and make this a tie. I'm going to put in 7 there. And so now you see that the score is 3 and 3. When it's a tie, you just leave it blank. Select a team. You put it back to neutral, and you don't pick anything. So that's the way we want you to use this pull-down menu. I'm just going to repeat that one more time. If there's a clear winner, you select the name of the team that won. If it's a forfeit, you select the name of the team that won, but you have to select the by forfeit option on the back of the name. And then if it's a tie, you just leave it blank. You leave the selected team term in there. Okay, that's it. When you're done, you always want to go back down and compare the sum total in pickleball scores regional website to the sum total on your match. And of course, I didn't enter them all in, so they're not going to compare. But when you get the same numbers on your paper and the same numbers down here, you can have reasonable confidence that you did it correctly. You might want to just glance at the names one more time and make sure that you have them in the right place, and then click Submit Scores. If you realize after you click Submit Scores that you made a mistake, you cannot go back and edit. You need to contact your LC, tell them where the error was, and ask them to go make the change. Okay, that's it. I think you're ready to score your first match. Good luck.